What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video for you. We are going to be doing some PvP on JP. We just finished our anniversary summons. Well, I did it about 12 hours ago, last night, and the video should be up hopefully within the next day or so. I'm having someone else edit it, and I want to see how it ends up looking like with a more edited style to it. But for now, we have the Elizabeth, we did our 41 multis, and we have her 3-6 as well. We're going to be going in and rocking this team. This is just a fun team that I put together, and it's mostly because I love Zelgius. Zelgius is one of my favorite units, if not my favorite unit in this game, and I try to put him in as many teams as I can. So I'm using this team here, and I'll explain why I have it set up once we get into game. But here's the Elizabeth. This is ungeared, keep in mind, and her stats are actually ridiculous. You have, like almost 70% pierce rate, 78% resistance. She's super tanky, a good amount. It's just like she doesn't hit too hard. Like, even though her stats aren't too bad, she does not hit that hard, but she is very beefy, hard to kill. And then of course the biggest thing about her is her passive. Her passive says is when someone on your team dies, the first person on your team to die, right, while this Elizabeth is out, right, she can't be in the back. While this Elizabeth is out, the first person on your team to die comes back to life with the same amount of health they had before, you know, the move that killed them. And that alone just makes so many new things viable. Her other two moves, and we're going to go in and get this started. I'm using crit damage food because Zelgius and Lost Vein Meliodas heavily rely on crit to do their stuff. Well, Lost Vein just crits a lot. But Zelgius scales very heavy with crit, and I'm contemplating running crit chance food with this team as well. Now, I want to run Death Pierce in the back, but this is an alternative to that, because what this does is, on your turn 1, if you don't have an orb going first, it's an awkward turn 1 for this team. So, with, like, if I'm going first, and I don't have an orb, I can't make use of Zelgius' passive. But now I can go like this and attack there. So if you guys don't know what Zelgius does, Zelgius' commandment... That's a bronze card, by the way. Zelgius' commandment is when moving cards, you have to actually move the card, right? When moving cards, that unit loses an ultimate gauge orb, and then you also remove all debuffs off that unit. Okay. And drill. Okay. So you move cards, and you remove an ultimate gauge off yourself. And we get some life steal back, and we're back to full. Okay. Now, Zelgius' passive, so that was his commandment. His passive is, when Zelgius loses an ultimate gauge orb, he gains 30% crit damage, and this can scale up to 3 times. Meaning he gets an additional 90% crit damage. So I've already got it procced twice. And one more proc will bring it to full, and at that point, he's doing a boatload of damage. It's the first time I'm versing against this Gloxinia. This is a coin shot Gloxinia. Okay. So, we're in a bit of a tricky situation here. We're gonna go for the AoE. Yeah, we'll do that. So, I have to double check with Glox's moveset, because I haven't versed this Glox, I'm pretty sure the move that he used on me, that debuff that I have on, says I cannot use rank 2 and 3 cards, which is a pretty good move to have. And the reason why that matters is my Elizabeth, her attack card level 2 stuns. Now, I don't know if I don't think the passive went off there. Okay. This is 3-6 Meliodas. It does a lot of damage. Meliodas' ultimate is... We'll just show you, okay? We'll just show you. Pretty much says, I do damage. Oh man. This is too good. Oh, let's keep going. And the cool thing about JP is there's a lot more viable units right now. And I was versing, like I said, I was versing Sekapoko before. And we were running a lot of cool teams because at the moment, most of the comps are not stall comps, right? They're just like aggro, in-your-face, rush down, or ultimate rush for quick games. Elizabeth kind of slows down the game a bit, and I think that's a really good thing to have. Not like Valenti slowdown, but like it makes it so it's not like she doesn't slow it down in the sense where your team just takes less damage. She slows it down in the sense where you gotta be careful how you attack. Okay. So I'm gonna go for the king. Now we don't want to go for the Meliodas because we don't want to rank up his cards. And then, well, I didn't crit the king. And then the reason I didn't go for Gother is because Gother has one of the highest base resistance or crit resist in the game. Come on, what are you gonna do? Elizabeth's barrier is pretty good too. Doesn't get affected by any additional damage. Oh, no pierce rate, no weak point, nothing like that. Okay, and we just do it again, and then we will stun the king. Now, he can technically... I'm just gonna move this, gain another stack on Zelgius. Because of Zelgius' passive, right? He can... This is all gonna come down to if he understands Zelgius' commandment. He can simply move a king card and remove the stun that I just put on him. Yeah, he didn't crit at all. Okay, that's fine. So, Elizabeth's ultimate, on the other hand, is damage reflect. She heals and then reflects damage. Oh, I'm gonna cycle this move out. She heals. Its skill starts off at 30% heal, goes up to some crazy amount of max HP, and then the reflect damage also scales off of ultimate levels. So level 3, I don't know how much damage she reflects. It starts off at 40%. I'm actually gonna pull it up. At level 3, she's reflecting 60%. Aww, reflect! Okay. So this is Zelgius' commandment inactive, right? We have to stun that guy. Let me just go for barrier here. I actually want him to use his Meliodas ult to see what happens. Now, the same way how I removed the stun off myself, if he removes the stun off of his king, he will lose an ultimate gauge, and he will lose his ult. Okay, okay. Let's see this in action. How much damage did he take? He barely took anything! I wonder if it's because of the barrier that I had up. Maybe I shouldn't have used the barrier. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Did he lifesteal it all back up? Is that what it was? Try to test. I don't know, maybe it's just not that strong at the lower level. But we get to do this. We get to do this. And we'll go for another AoE. Oh no, that was a waste. I should have done AoE first. Okay, crit. Wow, that was pretty pathetic, Zelgius. You ever gonna crit? What do you have in the back? Marlin? Okay. Well, let's see. What are you gonna do here? There's Elizabeth's passive in the making. Accomplished absolutely nothing. Oh my god. This Meliodas is gonna absolutely obliterate! How many stacks am I at? Zelgius? I'm at 2 stacks. We'll do 1 here. Well, your whole team's dead anyways. Oh, I love these units. I swear, when this guy comes out on Global, please, please make sure you can do 30 multis. Oh my god, that ultimate does too much damage. Oh, that shouldn't be allowed. Let's keep going. I want to see someone, like, I don't know. It's like so confusing. Like, what do you do against this Elizabeth? She doesn't have to do anything, right? Like, that's the best part. She doesn't have to do anything. And she just has such a presence. And I don't think this is the best team for her to be in. It's just, it makes the units that I want to use stronger. Okay, now here's a good fight, right? And we'll attack you. She doesn't have that much crit resist, but she's gonna crit resist anyways. How much crit resist she's got? She got 30%. That is not that much for my like 70% crit chance. I guess that's the other issue, right? I'm not running. I normally run Blue Jericho in the back. Okay, barriers up. Interesting heal. Probably just cycling cards. So I'm gonna cycle this. I'll combine these. And we'll attack. We'll attack here. Just don't crit the Meliodas. There we go. That's fine. Just doing some cycling. He doesn't have too much AoE, and he's not going to attack with his Meliodas, right? So I don't have to hold on to my Meliodas cards to get them ranked up. Now, okay. I can go for a Zelgius Combine into like one big AoE hit. Or like, I mean, one big single target hit that will probably just kill. Crit me, crit me, crit me. Nice. You only need one tick to crit. Yeah, so watch this, right? No, I can't do that, because he just cleanses. This is awkward. Really awkward. So right there, I actually killed the Elizabeth. And her passive went off. They gotta make a better indication of resurrection. The only way you could kind of tell there is because I did whatever damage I did, her health didn't go down at all, right? And her res works in a way where, okay, now this is something I kind of have to do this for. Okay. We stun. So he can cleanse the passive, but by cleansing the stun, he gets rid of his ultimate gauge, and he loses his ult. A good thing about Zelgius is he is complicated, right? Like, he's got a lot of things going on with his kit, and people just don't understand it. So it's confusing. If you don't have Zelgius and you don't use Zelgius yourself, he is a confusing unit to verse. Yeah, and like he just loses his ult. Okay. I think we do this and this and just try to kill him, right? Not enough damage. But I got 3 ults and I have Elizabeth passive. So I don't know how it works. I don't know who reses first. I'm just gonna guess it's from left to right in terms of priority. This is actually gonna be a good test here. Oh right, I forgot I had a barrier, and it was level 2 barrier. He didn't kill anyone. Please kill, please kill. That is worse for me. I'd rather it kill me and bring me back to life. But we'll do this. We'll a one-shot to you. And why not? We'll do this. So we get like a 50% heal. This is gonna do some like dumb 200k damage. Never mind, it didn't crit. It's got Sever on it, so if he crits, it does double damage. Woohoo! And this is what I mean, like these matches, normally I do like, when I'm playing matches before and I'm using different teams, I'm doing like 5-6 matches in a video. Like here, can't do that, and I prefer this. Okay. So, what do we do here? Do 1, 2, and I think that should be enough. Never mind. No crits. Oh, there's a crit. There's a crit. And you're dead. Okay, let's do another one. And then we'll probably end it off there. Like 4 matches. Way too long. But I like it. I like it. I don't mind it. I think it's more... It's like less brain dead and auto now. And I prefer a meta like this, where your decisions actually matter. So next team comp is gonna be putting Merlin out and trying Death Pierce. But from what I tried to do is, it feels like, it just feels worse, right? Not having that ultimate gauge turn 1. Okay. So, same thing here. We're gonna go for the Lilia. I don't know what her crit resist is. Can I see extended stats? Oh, I don't know anymore. Either way, that's a solid crit. Because we don't care about ultimate gauge at all on this team, really. Like, the Lost Vein Meliodas does. But Lost Vein Meliodas is just kind of there to eat up AoE hits. Nice. Nice. Not that much damage. My Merlin has yet to come out in all these games. Okay, we do this, and all of a sudden, we're maxed out. If this crits, that's some good. It's okay damage. I wish that move did a little bit more damage, but at the same time, it's ungeared. Now, crit. Thank you. Okay, we got 1, 2, and we'll use this once. Just see if we can do some damage to the Elizabeth. No crit means no lifesteal. It's fine. I was trying to heal back up on Zelgius. Please give me the single target card, not this move. This move is pretty weak, I just don't like it that much. Can they not crit with that barrier up? Oh, maybe. Okay. That might be the case. And if that was the case, I kinda screwed myself over. We will single target here again, and that'll get me my ult for next turn. Okay, nice. Crit the Lilia, which means lifesteal, and she's dead. You're gonna see Escanor's Elizabeth's passive again, doing wonders. Honestly, this barrier might be the most broken thing about, about Elizabeth. Woo! Yeah, I honestly don't think they can crit. It's not gonna kill! Well, it might just not kill at all, right? No, it killed! But there's the passive. And we got 1, 2, 3 Meliodas cards, meaning this is doing an additional 91... What? 102? No, well, 108? 108% more on top of whatever? I don't really care. This is just... yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You can't stop Meliodas. It's too good. It's too good. And there you go. And there you have it. There is Elizabeth. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I am going to climb up higher on Ungeared, just to be sure that matches aren't too easy. Even though these were, like, all meta teams I played against, you never know. You know, people always complain about something. But there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more JP PvP, let me know. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.